guys, so I'm going to give you a behind the scenes of how I designed our podcast. And it started with the inspiration behind having our weekend radio show and just really wanting to dress up the experience for our video viewers. So I'm going to give you a behind the scenes from our blank spaces that we literally built from the ground up on the studio design piece all the way to where we are today. So here we go, behind the scenes, the podcast studio tour design edition. First of all, it was location. So the imagining of the spaces were based on, the feeling that you want to have for your host and your guests. So I made some lifestyle sets that kind of replicated almost a homey farmhouse style. Here we have a behind the scenes of a fun, again, wood wall. And then we've got the guests there, and we really like to incorporate some dynamic wood walls there. So here's a different example. This is a broadcast studio that we created with a fun news desk that really showcases product. And the inspiration was my dad spending 25 years on television, so we definitely wanted to add a broadcast style news set to our suite of studios. So it's been so fun to be able to see the experience from people walking in the doors and they're like, wow, I feel like I'm on TV. It's like, is this a podcast? Well, it's a video podcast. Let me show you how we have maximized our spaces. So that was our conference room, and because of the pandemic and less meetings, a lot more virtual, we ended up converting it into a working newsroom set. So you'll see our team working hard behind our host there, and this studio has just been the best thing that's come to the company in terms of just reinventing spaces. So again, yes, this was our conference room. Set props are my favorite. So as we were going through some of these different set designs, I wanted to make sure that we could literally take one set design and throw new splashes of color, some different set props, and then reimagining the space. So again and again with our clients, it's really fun to be able to add set props. Here I am on a show, and I was featured on doing a social media segment. So I brought as many social media and emoji pillows to entertain our host there. I also brought an old school phone because then we went back from social media to the beginning of technology and used that set prop, and it really brought the show to life. Here I'm going to give you a before and after. So here's the mid-century studio that I designed, and voila! We did a holiday special, and of course we went all out with that one. And we usually do around the holidays, and different parties and different experiences on these shows are so much fun to be able to add set props. It really makes a difference, raises the energy of the shows, and we have fun with it. Sound. So for us, we do recommend the podcast microphones there. We've got the Shure mics, and then we also have some Audio Technicas. There we've got our clients are on lapel microphones because they're doing a wine tasting segment. So we didn't want a big microphone in front of their face. They needed to be able to easily sip wine, and Skyping in their guests too. They're on lapels here in our newsroom. And so all of our set designs do have the functionality to be able to have microphones or lapels. Lighting literally transforms our set designs from just a natural feel to, wow, look at that. Beautiful uplighting. And it can, again, transform the room very much like the set props. So all of this coming together, the way that our color lights and the overhead lights bounce color off of walls, and then illuminating what our guests look like and our hosts look like is just so fun to play around with the lighting. Lighting is so important. And the set layout and the set build. I'm so passionate about this because, again, when you're thinking about on camera, the set layout is important. And I've spent so much time reinventing spaces and doing different tweaks and then moving furniture. And the layout is never finished, truly. Because within studio design, you just want to keep creating. So we make room for, of course, all of our tech, like our soundboards, but starting from blank spaces, building from the ground up, it's literally an empty palette. So the way that I've done set layout, and I'll give you behind the scenes here, just walking through our build, I would first bring in the furniture that I thought we would need. So there we've got our soundboard and, of course, computer and desk. got the microphone, and here we're gonna bring a camera in to be able to see what everything looks like. Look how cluttery that background looks. And again, we even have our ladders in there and all of the tech and all the things. And as soon as we started to place the different furniture pieces, we're like, okay, let's add some walls. Let's really dress this place up. And that also helped with our sound dampening. This location that we have at Grandscape in the Colony, Texas, it has concrete floors. It's not ideal for sound, okay? So we brought in our sound panels and really realized quickly that the sound panels just didn't give us the look that we wanted. So we added some wood planking walls and then some different props, and again, more furniture will help build a nice way that the sound will be able to just be that much better for our microphones. I don't exactly know how to describe it from the sound tech standpoint because, again, I know it's the design, but my team and I work really hard to make sure that the sets look good and sound good. So here's an outside view, and then some more set props. And this studio, we ended up, again, I added that brick wall behind, so the first rendition of it when we were doing practices was sound panels, and look at that. We removed the sound panels and added a brick wall, and I painted it. So that completes this part one of some set design. I'll go more in depth as we're building out more studios, but this was a fun little behind the scenes of just a broad brush of what we've done so far within Real News Communications Network and Real News PR for our podcast studios. See you guys next time.